President Ensign, faculty, staff, alumni, family, friends, and most important, graduates of the class of 2021, thank you. Thank you for the honor of letting me be part of this important moment in your lives. I know this is not how you imagine your college commencement, but don't let the distance of these ceremonies take anything away from the weight and the excitement of your accomplishments. Now, there's something about a Zoom commencement that doesn't lend itself to soaring rhetoric, so I'm going to keep this simple and just offer you a few things to think about as you graduate and start navigating this increasingly complex world. Let's start at my kitchen table. My wife Dina and I have 6 daughters between us. We lead pretty busy lives, but one thing we try to hold sacred in our house is Sunday night dinner. We do our best to enforce a no cell phone rule, and that's not easy. And for at least that one night every week, we put everything else aside to be together as a family. We start with a moment of gratitude. Not a prayer exactly, just a moment of mindfulness to remind ourselves that the universe is bigger than our family and ourselves. And then we eat and talk, and it's no holds barred. These dinner conversations have gotten a lot harder over the past year as we figure out how to talk to our daughters, especially the younger ones, about the challenges we're facing as a nation and a world, the challenges that you are now inheriting. We are slowly emerging from the worst pandemic in a century, with more than 3 million dead, and every single one of us is feeling a dull ache of sorrow and disorientation. We're living through a moment of deep and painful reckoning about the work we have left to do and what Dr. King called the long moral arc of the universe. The ties that bind us up as a republic have shown signs of fraying as our politics on the left and the right are getting louder and more extreme and less tolerant of different views. The staggering reach of technology with all its promise is also raising serious questions about inequality, privacy, security, and intimacy. And that's leaving aside the broader geopolitical tensions that pit nation against nation. At our dinner table, these issues are constant topics of conversation, and those conversations often end in fierce debates and hard questions and occasional tears. Sometimes Dean and I question whether we should be doing a better job of shielding our youngest daughters from some of these complicated realities. And each time we think that, we come back to the importance of asking questions and wrestling with complexity and confronting reality and seeking understanding at any age and no matter how painful that process can be. We have no investment in the political positions our daughters take. That's for them to decide. And in fact, we often disagree. Our only investment, and it's the one we feel very passionately about, is that they always feel engaged enough to care deeply and believe that they can be part of making things better. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I hope for you. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about the African philosophy known as Ubuntu. It's a complex word that roughly means I am what I am because of who we all are. That single word encompasses our most enduring values of respect, trust, and community. It calls on us to listen more than we talk, to seek wisdom in others even as we share our own skills and wisdom with the world. Bishop Desmond Tutu described Ubuntu as simply, you can't be human all by yourself. Perhaps the essential unresolved conflict of America is that we are proudly a nation of rugged individualists, and yet we are inextricably tied together, bound up in the belief that diversity of background, perspective, and beliefs combined with our individual freedoms makes us stronger. The question is how we find the best in ourselves and inspire the best in each other. And I think one important way to do this is to commit to what I call transformative mentoring. This means seeking out deep and authentic relationships with mentors, trail guides, who help you not simply get promoted at your job, but also to grow as human beings and as leaders. And it also means seeking out those who you can help do the same. It's a two-way street between mentors and mentees, and both will enrich you in different ways. For me, mentors have made all the difference. My first mentors growing up in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, about 100 miles from Dickinson campus, were my mom and dad, both educators who taught me not in their words, but in their actions, how to go about fulfilling the American dream. I learned about transformative mentoring from my high school football coach, who saw me not as the bench warmer that I was, but as the leader I could be. And because he saw me differently, I began to see myself differently too. I learned about transformative mentorship from extraordinary men and women with whom I served in the military and in government and in business, who taught me how to think with clarity and act with conviction. And these lessons and so many others made me who I am. They helped me make my way through West Point and serve in the 82nd Airborne Division in Iraq during Operation Desert Storm, to earn a master's degree and a PhD, and have the honor of serving at the highest levels of government, working with President George W. Bush, and eventually to lead Bridgewater. Mentoring changes the way we think about our own abilities, and it magnifies our capacity to do good. It moves us beyond the best version of ourselves, even as we inspire the best in others. There's no playbook to figure out the challenges our world faces, the challenges that you are now inheriting. All we have is our faith in each other and our commitment to cultivating the best in each other. And that's exactly what we need in this country at this moment during this time of incredible uncertainty. And that's how we build a nation of leaders and ensure America continues to lead the world. As you find your way from college to your career, I hope you'll occasionally think back to Dickinson's wonderful motto, "Freedom is made safe through character and learning." Those aren't just nice words on an antiquated seal. They are a timeless and timely call for us to never stop seeking and spreading wisdom. And I leave you with the advice we keep giving our daughters. Even with the big challenges we face, never loosen or lose your grip on hope. Never give in to the temptation to become cynical, no matter how strong it becomes. Keep talking and listening and questioning and seeking understanding. Don't forget to put your cell phone away for Sunday night dinner. And always, always remember you can't be human all by yourself. Thank you for this honor. Congratulations and Godspeed on your journey.